nothing you need. Stop it. Oh my gosh.
She's needy.
Animals some days are exhausting.
Oh, that's the other thing I've been dealing with is that my animals, one of them's been sick. She's been peeing on stuff. The other one's just an ass. And I woke up yesterday morning, walked into the bathroom and stepped in poop. It's like, good morning, with bare feet.
Right?
Oh, so nasty.
That's nasty.
So
Yep.
just dealing with all that. I feed one cat just baby food, and she seemed to be doing better. So it's just,
Wow.
life. So I don't know. Gosh, so many things. Is it? I mean, because of course your stuff we want to talk about when we can do the
Oh
live
yeah.
with them and
Yeah.
then do all the follow ups.
Let me send this real quick. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, nice rain coming down. Yay. It's been looking like it was going to rain all day, but it had not. Okay. So, anyway, before
It's
what topic do you want? You have to
you
pick.
know I was listening to a podcast today that I think's kind of interesting that maybe would be cool to talk about is how maybe as we get older we've talked about letting people go out of our lives. You know what I mean? Like because they're toxic, but what do we do as far as is loving ourselves in a healthy way that we can have healthy relationships without being dependent on people and dependent on love and dependent on things because we had childhood problems, all that kind of stuff. I don't know how we'd start talking about it though. It was a brilliant, brilliant podcast I listened to this morning, but it was
Okay.
literally about how the only way to find truly love other people and love yourself is when you can just love each other, obviously, for who we are and accept who we are, but without expectations. But I don't know. That's kind of broad.
But we could do something with it. Um, yeah, because I think where I am right now is I know in order to have a healthy relationship, and I don't need to go to the therapist to be told this, but it's been told in the past. I have to let people do things for me. I have to let a guy do things. I have to let them ride up on the white horse and do stuff, even though I could have done it myself. But I'm practicing, so I had to hire a husband. He's on Singer Island. Come over and do, it was all just little piddle stuff, but now he's getting ready to do some more stuff like build more harbors for me, a little more intense saw drill involved. But the other stuff, putting my salt in my water softener. Can I do it? Yes, but I don't want to do it anymore. It's heavy. All these little, he planted my tree, he planted a couple bushes, just
Okay, great topic. Stop right there. Let's talk about it. Great topic. What, as you get older, can you do but you don't want to do anymore?
well,
That's a
I
because
can do, but I shouldn't do, as I often say. It's not
or
that I
shouldn't
can't,
or
but I
don't want
definitely should
to
not.
or whatever. I think that's a great topic because should, could, would, don't want to, all the
Maybe we
things are
could
kind
get
of
people
cool.
to input, what they're thinking. I also met a gal at the permanent makeup place, and she's going to do a podcast with us.
Awesome.
And she's going to do it on, I'm not sure exactly what it is, but all I know that it is it's something she bought that keeps her mattress whatever temperature, which is obviously cooler than her husband's. So we were talking about how do you survive. They're all excited about this podcast. Oh my god! When I get there, they're all like, "Are we doing it today?" I'm like, "No." At the end,
Awesome.
and we were talking about what the 50, and how do you survive? She's like, "I'm telling you, I think my marriage would have ended had I not found this source to keep it cool." And it's basically almost like a little air conditioner blower under her sheets.
Okay, no, listen to this. You're gonna laugh because Christy, the one that I put the picture of at the Cubs game, wants to do a podcast. Remember, I
Oh,
posted on our
yes.
thing.
Yeah.
She wants to do a podcast because she's already going through menopause and she has one of those. I'd never heard of one in my life until last week, and now you're telling me about it
Well,
again.
I had seen them before, but they were like it was a whole thing that went at the bottom and it blew
I,
up, which looked amazing, but it was like $3,000. Well,
yeah, I
this
don't
is
know which
not.
one hers is,
I
but
don't need. Well, that would be fun. We need to do it with each and see if it's the same. But still, I still think it's fine, even if it's the same. You're going to
yeah.
get
Oh
different
yeah. Well,
input on
she's
it.
45,
Yeah. And I told her,
so
I said,
that's
are you comfortable with me coming to your house or at least bringing pictures or whatever? Because I got to show it and we need the link, because we tell people. So, yeah, cool.
that's fun.
Okay.
Cool. We could even get both of them on at the same time.
Possibly.
45.
If we could figure it out, maybe. I don't know.
Oh, I know we can figure that. You and I just can't figure out how to do our show, but everybody else seems to be able to hop on easy.
Oh my God. So they had a young girl there yesterday or whatever day I went. I don't even remember, 2 days ago. And they were doing a podcast, doing it, not a podcast, like a commercial, social
Okay,
media commercial. And it was really
gotcha.
funny because I could hear them in the hallway. Like she had the music going. She's like, okay, walk, walk, walk. Okay, stop, blah, blah, blah. So they hired her. And I'm going to get her information and see what she charges. because I'd
Okay.
love to like take her for a day and just have her follow me around. What's fun to do? What do you do when you're over 50? And have me swinging at the park and going down slides. Or of course I have to see what she charges, but
There you go.
yeah, that would be
You
fun
know,
too.
Tommy Signs came to the whatever, and we were talking about kind of doing that too. So we should both do kind of that kind of thing, so we can see each other's lives, share
That's
each
what I
other's lives.
think. And
What you did this different, what I do this different. Oh, you wait till you see my mommy daughter pictures. People are
oh,
gonna laugh. I was doing cartwheels with her, rolling down the hill, doing somersaults down the hill at the lighthouse,
it's
and
still
I
our
had
number one video on YouTube is me doing that damn cartwheel at the beach polo. So there you
sadly
go.
we don't have any video of
People
it,
love
but
to
we
see
have
it.
the pictures.
Yeah. Oh, fun.
Yep. But so
Wow.
getting
This might,
thunder and
I
lightning.
wonder if this is some of Aaron coming in because I've
I
been
don't know.
waiting
We
some.
got major thunder and lightning in the night, but it's been gorgeous all day.
I mean, I say we need it. That's fine. I'm thrilled for it to come in because it's been dry and I'm tired of water. I just sent my grass guy and I'm like, as soon as we start getting the rain, cut back my water bill because it's killing me. Which
For sure.
summer? Yeah, well, actually, now it's spring, but I had to do it all summer. We normally cut it back like mid-June.
Crazy.
Not this year. We just really
Oh, I think
we
we
did
are
it.
live. Are we live?
Yep,
Do you
I
know
just
what's so
saw one.
funny? I just looked up and I must have hit the live button on accident. We got people talking to us.
Oh, I can't see it.
We didn't realize we've been live. We've been live for 6 minutes.
Oh, yes, you're live. Well, there you go.
Hello, friends.
Did somebody
Please
send us like a skull? What the heck? Oh my, well, there you go, guys. We're just as dingy. Ah, that's funny.
Oh,
But I need to put on like my old lady glasses because I told you I'm using my mini iPad.
that is funny. Let me turn off my speaker over here. For some reason, my speaker is on over here.
Okay, I love all the comments. Thank you guys. Because wow, when you are over 50, anytime somebody gives you a compliment, calls you a hot cougar, whoever just did that, love it.
Oh, Emerald said hi.
Hi, Miss
That is
Emerald.
hysterical. Why, thank you. Hey, Philip. Philip's back.
Oh,
Hello,
Philip's
Philip.
back.
Philip.
Hello, yay. Oh, the glasses are well. Thank
Yes,
you,
and
thank
Philip, you're
you.
right. There's so many things we can do after 50. I mean, Susan and I are kind of kids at heart, so we
Oh my
like to
gosh,
do
yeah.
cartwheels, whether we can do them well or not. Where we like to, I like to roll down the hill with my daughter. I like to do all the crazy things, swing sets and things. So,
Grandkids
yeah,
say grandma do it and I do it. Now there's been occasion the next day I'm like, damn, that hurts. But I also know about marijuana cream, so I'm good. I lather it up and when I went for that 40-mile bike ride, I literally lathered it up from head to toe and went for it. And
there
it
you
was
go.
fine. It was fine.
That is so hysterical. Oh my gosh. So yeah, so somebody tried to call me and my screen freezes when people try to call me, and so I
Well,
guess I hit live instead of whatever I thought I hit. But there you go, surprise!
well,
Hi
I'm glad we
Susan,
weren't
surprise!
live when I
Hello.
was talking about you need to trade shirts because I could literally see them.
Nope, nope. It was long before after that. So
It's like, Danica, I don't mean they're on bright. I mean, I can see the
see them.
outline and I don't want to look at that
Hey
for the next
Susan,
30 minutes.
everybody has nipples.
Well, I don't want to look at them. I know I have them, but I don't even want to look at my own. So I definitely don't want to look at yours. Now, I understand the men on the podcast are like, Susan, shut the hell up. We would have been
Nip-
perfectly fine had you not pointed that out.
Nipples are fine. Pointed, pun intended.
Mm. All right. So, hello, Miss Danica.
Hello, Susan. Welcome to
Hello,
What the
our What the
50s, you
50
guys.
family. Here we go. I wish I can only see. Again, it's this. I don't. It's a new mini iPad, so I don't know how to do it where I can keep seeing people's stuff. But all right. So what do we think they want to hear about today?
God, I mean, what haven't we already talked about today? We've just been we've been catching up. We haven't talked for a couple of weeks because we've been so busy.
Oh
So
my gosh, I
Susan and I
know.
always try to catch up for a second before we go live. Apparently, you caught some of that, but no. What was I saying? I thought uh, was be a good thing to talk about. Do you remember? It was like 5 minutes ago.
So this is I know this is the problem with being what the 50. We literally just talked about I said something. You were like, oh, well, that would be good. Oh my god, that is so sad.
It's actually quite hysterical.
What the hell
Oh
were
my
we
god,
talking about?
I don't know.
Shit. Um. Oh my god, that's so sad.
Because it was a really good it was a really good topic.
I know, and I'm trying. What was I saying that you said that would be good? Well, I guess we better
Well,
pick another one till that one comes back, and then we'll do
there
that
you
when we
go.
just do our video when we do our recordings.
Okay, so I've got a thought.
Okay.
So what, as we are growing older, obviously so many things change. Our opinions change, our tastes change,
Good
our
and bad.
patience change. Or what?
Good and bad.
Good. Oh yeah, yeah, in all kinds of ways. But I am finding that I am either really disliking things now or really liking things that I swore to God I'd never like. Like I did a fishing tournament. I did a fishing tournament,
And
and
you've never done one?
I don't like to fish.
I don't either.
I had a blast. I had a blast, and I caught a big trout. I got to weigh in. I don't care to touch him, and I won't clean him and all that stuff. But I brought it home and cooked it, and it was excellent. I bought
Oh
it,
well, if
but
it's based on that, then I like fishing. I just
yeah,
don't
there
like
you
to.
go.
I don't want to put anything on the hook, and I don't want to take anything off the hook. But I like to
That's
throw
yeah.
out, cast,
Yep.
and reel.
Me too.
But I
Me
was told
too.
that's not fishing, Susan.
Well, I've been told that too. But the ladies kingfish tournament that I did it with Glenda and Marita,
I saw
and
that.
Billy Go. It was so much fun, and he did all of that. But I actually got to the point where we were running out of time. I just went in and grabbed a shrimp and put it on my hook. I'm like, I got to the point where it's like, okay, I got to do one more. I got to get that fish, and I didn't.
Nice.
But I got that down and dirty, which is nothing because all the lady fishermen and anybody that fishes out there is gone big old
Oh, they're
pussy.
so
But
tough.
I
I was
can't. I
so
just
thrilled to be
yeah.
in Texas for that weekend. I saw so many people.
Yeah,
Um,
it's and I can't believe except for me.
except for except for you. That's oh my God. So this is what happened, guys. It was the very last minute. I had to come into Texas at work, but my dog sitter only had a short period of time because she'd already committed to other people. So I literally like came in for 4 days and I was out of there. And yes, I didn't get to see hardly anybody anyway, but I only saw Diana because that is her tournament. So I only stopped by for just a moment to see her for that. And yeah, did not get to see Danica. So that's why you
Nope.
don't have any live with us because as I found out, not only from Danica and Diana, but everybody else, that was the worst weekend I could have picked to come in. Everybody was book solid. I got to at least hang out with Kathy and Christy and Tony and Yolanda came down from Houston. So we all went
Oh,
out to eat and had a few cocktails.
guys,
Otherwise, and I got to go see Shauna since Shauna Calicio, I'm sorry, I never say it right. Canicaliclio Shauna. She had bought a place for me, and oh my God, she has just done amazing stuff. I didn't want to leave.
I
She
love
already had
it.
a friend staying there. I'm telling you, I didn't want to leave. And what's funny about it is a garage conversion. So it's
Oh,
not like
cool.
this big, huge home, but because of that, she's made it all outdoor living. And when I say she's done 90% of the work. She's got the drill, the saw. Oh, yeah. She built whole couches outside, kitchen, this beautiful dock area with benches down there. I love it.
Awesome. Hey,
Freaking love it.
that was our topic.
What was
What
that?
we do and what we can do and what we don't want to do anymore.
Oh, because I was talking about my rent husband.
Yes, yes.
Oh
Susan
God.
has a rent
So
a
yeah.
husband.
So I've looked in,
Yes.
I've done some Task Rabbit, and I know there's some other ones, but this woman went on to, I don't remember, it was either Facebook or Nextdoor, but I want to say it was Nextdoor, which is, normally like negative, blah, 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 blah. This was not obviously. And she says, I'm renting my husband. I think that's exactly what Megan said. I'm renting my husband. He's very handy, blah, 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 if any woman needs anything done. And so I reached out to her. No, it was Facebook because I messaged her. And I said, yeah, I'm like 90% done, but I have all these just little things. So we had to go back and forth several weeks to get together. So she sent the husband over. I love Todd, as I told Megan, and I'll have to tell Megan to tune into this little episode. Um, he was fantastic. He worked nonstop, didn't take a break. I gave him some waters, and that was it. Like he would come over and, sorry, I'm getting my dog, and I try not to fall out of the chair. No, you don't need to be on camera.
Yes, she does.
But he just finished, planted a tree I needed planted, planted two bushes, um, put up my solar lights that need to be replaced. I'm just trying to, oh my gosh, it was just like a whole list. Plus, I have a whole nother list. But he is a huge surfer. So since the storm's coming in, he's like, I can't work this week. I have to go surf. And I'm like, I know how you surfer people are, and that is hysterical. And I have no problem with that. You go surf. So he'll be back. We're going to get a little more intense because he's going to build me like four different harbors. I don't know if you remember me talking about. and since this is on a live thing, that I had this passion fruit plant that I
Yes.
planted, and it was like that big.
Yes.
Yeah, it is this huge viney thing that looks like it could be an alien trying to take over the whole west side of my yard. So he is building me a harbor for that one, so I can get it. It's like kissing my palm trees. It's kissing my other tree. It's kissing all the ginger. Yeah, it needs to leave everybody alone. So we're going to build its own little thing, and then I'm going to break a couple more pieces off and start them again with some other harbors throughout the yard. So I will send you. We'll have to do it. I'll have to move out there. If it wasn't raining, I'd take you out there right now. It gets this gorgeous purple flower with this
Ah,
explosion white thing in the middle. It looks like an alien plant. It's
I
so
love it.
cool. So cool.
Susan's yard is so gorgeous.
Oh,
Philip Philip just
oh.
said that he thought a rent a husband was meant a booty call.
Well, see, there's different variations.
I'm
Depends
sure
what your
there's one out
previous
there.
husband was. Yeah. So one was a booty call and one was a contractor. So I needed the contractor version.
There you go. There, I'm sure. Absolutely.
So
I don't
yeah,
have a
whatever
husband to
you
rent
need.
out.
Kind of like the rent a wife. It depends. Do you need your laundry done and some food cooked?
It's
Yeah.
brilliant. I think it's absolutely brilliant, you
Well,
know?
so that was the you're right, that was the topic. So what the topic was is I was the son that my father never had. So I literally built houses with my dad in high school and I can do it. I can
Yeah.
there's really the only thing I won't do, and it's not that I can't, I'm just not comfortable. I don't do anything with a saw. I just I was in work class, shop class in seventh grade, which they need to bring it back. I didn't get hurt or
I
anything,
agree.
but I was not comfortable with it. But anything else, and so
Well,
the
and
rent a husband was dying laughing because I was like, "Do you need this? I have it in the garage. Do you need the or storage unit?" Finally, he was like, "You have everything like to build a house." I'm like, "Oh yeah, I wasn't joking. I literally have
yeah,
anything you need to build a house, including the
I just
saw."
don't want to do
I
this.
just,
Exactly.
but it was getting, and I would told you what. Oh, that was one of the things. That's how it started. I could put salt in my water softener. I can. It's a 40-pound bag. I don't want to. I don't want to take the chance that at this age, one little turn like that, and I'm fucked for a week. I'm hurt, my sciatic. So, I told Todd, you have a job about once every 3 months. My thing is big, my tank is big enough for the container, whatever, holds 4 bags. That's like 6 months for me. So I said, mark it on your calendar. Once every 6 months, go buy it. I'll reimburse you. Come put the salt in. Here's the code to the gate. I'm just not going to do it
Yeah.
anymore. I've been doing it for over a year and a half now. And I'm like, no. So that's what I was saying with age is I'm getting wiser in that, can I do it? Yes. Should I do it? No. And am I going to do it? No. Because I don't want to hurt myself. And it
Okay.
takes longer to heal. And sometimes you screw up bad enough, you don't heal.
No, I get
Oh,
that. It's funny because I'm of the same opinion to a certain degree, but I'm also the opposite opinion that the minute I stop doing it is the minute I start letting my body get weaker. So, because I'm very strong and I do all the things myself, like I carry my 40-pound bag of cat food up 2 flights of stairs or cat litter up 2 flights of stairs to get it to the house. And I do all that. And I have neighbors I could go get. And there's been a time or two that I've had them do it just because it depends on the day and I'm just exhausted and I've done so much. And it's just like, but for the most
I
part, I
I've
am
set my
still
limit at 20 pounds.
okay.
I'm yeah.
There you go.
Just for me,
Well,
that's I can lift it. Um, and I'm okay. I don't feel like anything might get hurt, but I've just decided no more than that. I don't go up on my 20-foot ladder, I mean, I would get on my roof, I clean my gutters, I trim my trees. I don't do that now. If I have to go more than the fourth step on my 6-foot ladder, that's going to be for my rent a husband.
all
Gonna be
right.
for
I
Tom.
get that.
So,
See,
Phil,
and
I have a
you know
question
me,
real quick, Philip, while you're there. We had this conversation before. Well, we don't know if we were live or not. But when I'm looking at Danica, I'm now using my mini iPad for, I don't know, I'm just using it. Anyway, so when I'm looking at Danica, I get like this much and the rest of her head is cut off. But she's saying when she's looking at herself, she can see it. So can you tell us, can you see the top of Danica's head? That would be one. And then I have to keep looking here because she's telling me that's when it looks like I'm looking straight forward. But I know I am looking up a little bit because my iPad's hanging off my desk thing. Um, the problems of trying to do videos from excuse me
yes,
videos from home.
he can
Um,
see my whole head.
oh, he says you can.
Yep.
Thank you. Okay, that solves that. I'm so happy
Yeah, because
now
now you can see all my
because
hair.
in me
You
you're
can see
like I said, you're chopped off.
you can see
Um,
that I need my roots done.
Oh, I know. I go in next week, but
There you go.
you got to love me like I am.
That's
So,
right.
for you, you're still, and I get what you're saying. I absolutely don't want to quit doing everything.
Right.
Never, never, never. Oh, I'll tell you another thing I do. So first, I think we all got to that age that you make sure if you're getting down, you have something to grab onto to get up.
Yeah.
Well, what I found is I was screwing up. Oh, you're gone. Come back, please. You're gone.
Whoops.
I can hear you. Oh, there you are.
There I
Um,
am.
so I was making sure, and I found myself anytime I was getting back up, I was leaning on something. So I wasn't using my leg muscles and mainly putting the dogs in the crate and locking it. So now, I make sure I have it in case I need it, but I don't use it. And I make my legs push up and down. Okay, are you
Gotcha.
discoing?
No, I picked it up to try to fix it, and I put it back on my stand, and now it's doing this thing.
So I can't touch mine. I'm like, okay, close enough.
Exactly.
So you're right. I was finding was not using my legs and therefore they were losing strength. So I went back to doing it.
Well,
Phil?
and I don't know. I guess too part of for me, besides the fact that of course I'm just stubborn and I know I can do it, so why would I pay
No.
somebody else to do it, right? Why spend my money on that instead of spending it on something else? I also have a 7-year-old that I want to teach her how to do this. So it's, and not that she couldn't learn from somebody else coming in and doing it, but it's not the same. I want
Right,
to teach her to be a strong, independent woman. And so to be able to see her mother doing the things that I do and doing them by myself and whatever, and fixing this and fixing that and whatever, blah, blah, blah. Like, I mean, I had the guy come in and fix the toilet today, but I'm also renting. I don't have to do that.
right.
You know, I don't do that kind of stuff. And I will never mess with electricity because I
Yeah,
don't know,
I don't do that either. I
but
can, but
basics,
again,
basics I'll do. Or if
that was
it's
the
something
only
that,
thing my dad would not do. He built
is
a
it?
house from scratch and he would level the lot, foundate everything, but he always hired a professional electrician. He said, that's something you don't mess around with. You don't recover
I,
from your mistakes.
I agree. I agree
Yeah, I
completely.
know. Isn't that
Yep.
interesting? So hats
Yep.
off to our electricians, you brave little suckers.
Oh,
So
exactly.
is there anything that you've quit doing as you've gotten over 50? And it doesn't even have to be physical, mental, I don't know, whatever.
I stopped putting up with bullshit.
That counts. We've talked
But
about that before too. That
yeah.
attitude. Oh, we could like a whole
Oh
list of
yeah.
stuff that we
Go all day. I've gotten much more picky, obviously, because I haven't dated for a while. I just haven't. I'm just much more picky about that. And but I'm really trying to think if there's anything that I don't do. I don't. In fact, I keep thinking I really would like to get a maid in here at least once a month, just because I don't want to clean my house, but I do all of that. I've got my ladder
Yeah, see, that's
outside.
where I'm
I
the
climb up.
tightwad.
I do it all.
I'm the tight ass when it comes to that. All my friends have cleaning ladies, and they make fun of me because I'll say I can't today. I'm doing my. It's in anytime I clean. I'm OCD. It's a spring cleaning. I can't just run the
Clean.
vacuum.
Yeah.
There's a mental problem with me, but um, I keep thinking, as long as I can do it, I'm not gonna hire someone to do that. So it's funny. Just they're different.
Yep. No, and
But that's
don't
what
get
we
me
want
wrong.
to
I
know
mean,
from our people out there. What is it that you have given up? Oh my God, stop it. I'm gonna have to hang on. Let me turn this volume off because it's making me crazy. Um, some of you, Philip, I think we talked to him. All right, boy, I'm see my memory. I'm gonna have to go back. Was he like early 40s? I want to say. Do you remember how old Philip was? We talked about it.
think so. I think so. Yeah.
I know
We
he has
talked
a
about his.
almost like a baby, a very young one. Um, But and we've talked about this. It doesn't start just at 50. I think it does start at 40. But any of it looks like we have, oh my gosh, does that mean we have 53 people freaking watch? 54? No. Does that mean time's
No
running out?
times. No, 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 no,
So
no
what's
times
that
running
mean when
out.
it so I have live and it's circled and then it just did one, two, it goes up and then it's going down. What is that?
I have no idea. Oh, probably 53 comments, maybe.
I don't know.
I
Anyway, I'm
don't
sorry.
know.
Okay, so
We don't run out of time on YouTube.
no, I know. But so if you even watch this later and you want to make some comments, please do. Tell us some things that you have given up with age, and in a good give up. Again, it's not a negative give up; it's a good give up that you're like,
Yeah,
you know what? I don't want to do that anymore. I don't have to do that anymore. I will tell you, this just happened with some girlfriends the other day, and I finished and I went, okay, I feel okay about that. I am a people pleaser. So anytime
yeah.
somebody says, hey, you want to go do this, I have such a hard time saying no. And I'll go do stuff I don't want to do. And I don't
Well,
get
see,
fun.
That's huge. That's huge, Susan. That's part of what I was talking to you about the
It's
podcast.
huge.
This conversation started because I listened to a podcast today about being our authentic selves, and the way to true freedom, true happiness is
True
to not do
happiness.
that shit.
Yeah.
Is to not compromise. Even compromising is giving up part of who you are, because then you go and you don't want to do that, and you're there trying to make people happy, but your soul is not happy. You don't want to be there, so it's technically just wasting, not wasting your life, but you know what I mean. It's
We all realize that after 50, we're coming down the hill. We've been at the top. We're coming down.
Yeah,
We're
so why are you spending time doing shit that you don't want to do?
yeah, and I was just worried that it would upset people and maybe even lose a friendship. And then I finally thought, if it does, it does. They're not really my friend. So a couple of
Exactly.
girlfriends asked me to do something the other day, and I'm like, no, I don't want to. Like, oh, do you have plans? I'm like, no. Like,
Just
oh, you
don't
just
want
don't
to.
want to? And I'm like, I just don't want to. And they were like, okay.
Perfect.
And I said, but I want to see pictures. It sounds great. I mean, it did sound fun for someone to do,
But
but
not you.
I didn't want to do it. Yeah.
Yep.
And it felt so good. I hope I can remember to do it more often.
See? That's that freedom, because
Yeah.
you released yourself to yourself instead of having to please somebody else. And I've always been a people pleaser. I've probably spent the majority of my time in relationships through my life pleasing everybody else, including
But
my
don't you
band
think that's
members, including
instilled in
whatever.
us from the time we're little? We're
Oh,
supposed
100%.
to, we're supposed to make everybody happy, our family happy, our friends happy, our neighbors happy, our boss happy, blah 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 blah, and it never says about where we're supposed to be on that pecking order. And I'm sorry, I think after 50 I figured out I should be first, because if
Always.
I'm not happy, then when I do something with you, yeah,
Yeah.
there's going to be something
But
missing there. So
exactly.
yeah,
And you know what? And if you can't have if the people in your life aren't
supportive of that.
supportive, I guess. That's a good word. Just open to the fact that maybe you're not going to like what each other wants to do all the time, and it's okay. You do you,
Okay.
I'll do me, and we do the things we love to do together, and that creates a real, genuine, authentic relationship. Because if you're constantly compromising, that's why I don't think divorce happens all the time. I think that's why friendships don't last, because you
You
cannot
let it
keep
build up
bending to
to
somebody
like,
else's
I don't want
life.
to be around you anymore. You
You're
let it
not
build up
live.
too
Yeah,
far.
you're not living
But
your own life at that point.
and I've always been really good at this, but if not, for someone you need to work on that is the opposite. So I would, when somebody's told me, hey, you want to go do something, I say something to them, they're like, no, I don't want to. I'm like, okay. I don't give them 50 questions. I never have. Because again, I think when they say no, they say no. They don't need to tell me why they're saying no. And if they
Right.
start to, you could see that uncomfortable look and they're like, well, and I'm like, you don't have to tell me why. I'm cool.
Yeah. Just don't care. It's
Yeah,
okay. It's
it's okay.
okay. People don't realize that it's okay to say no,
It is
because,
okay
like
to
you
say
said, my mom took care of everybody. My mom was everybody's mom. She did exactly. She pleased everybody, and I know my mom had an amazingly happy life in some aspects, because she loved being a mother and she loved people and she loved taking care of people, but she never did the things that she wanted to do. She
yeah.
wanted to be an artist and she wanted to write books. She wanted to open a coffee shop. My mom would have been had a Starbucks before Starbucks had Starbucks. She her vision was beautiful.
Yeah.
And then she never did it, and here comes all the coffee shops. I mean, it was long before they came out that she wanted to do
So
that.
like you say, she had that personality. She loved doing stuff for other people, but you clearly could see it and know it, that she also put her dreams on hold for that. And that kind of
Oh,
sucks a little bit too.
oh, and I'd
Because
hear her
yeah,
cry herself to sleep sometimes.
yeah.
And she doesn't know I did.
Oh.
She doesn't know I did. And it broke my heart, you know? Uh, yep,
Well, I had the
Philip.
opposite mom. She always put herself first. So there
Well,
you have it.
there
And I
you
think
go.
that's why I'm a people pleaser, because yeah, being if you get raised in that environment, that it just, brings out different personalities. So that's
Yeah,
fun.
and they're beautiful hearts, and they gave
So,
so much joy to other people in the world. However, it breaks my heart that, like Philip just said, your mom and my mom did not live the life that they wanted, because they did sacrifice their happiness for everybody else's happiness. And
they did,
again,
but I feel like I kind of get a gist of what your two moms were, because I had a girlfriend's mom that was like that. And of course, I've met people, but you're right. They did get a lot of joy just exhausting themselves, making sure everybody in the room. I had a next door neighbor. I loved Anna, and I always said she was an angel on earth. That woman, she met you one time, had you over to the house. So, example, I had Michelle, she invited us over. The next time we went, said, Michelle, would you like something to drink? And she's like, yeah. And they're like, okay, your usual. Well, her usual, she'd only been one time. I mean, they like made mental notes what kind of dressing you like, what kind of drink you like. Da, da, da. That woman was unbelievable. Anna Mixon. And so anybody that watches this that ever met Anna is going to be like, yeah, that was Anna. But
Very
that
cool.
gave her such joy. But I'm like you, I never saw her do something for Anna.
Yeah. Well,
You
no, it's
know,
just like with my job, that's what I get to do. I get to get on stage and I get to love people and I get to sing songs that they love. And at the water park, I get the kids up and I make them feel special. And it makes my heart so happy. That is absolutely, I'm a relationship builder. I love that. However, I have been aching from head to toe because of the water park. And
right?
I use that squirt gun 500 times a day. Every muscle hurts. Have I bothered to give myself a massage?
No, but you build up those arm
No.
muscles.
I know, but you know what I mean? Just
Right.
even just those little things, I haven't bothered to do one damn thing for myself.
And
But
you,
I do. I get joy in that. But at the same time, if you don't start doing the things for yourself and you continually do it, then you end up burning out and you end up starting to run down. And it does. It ages you faster, it
it
all the things.
may. Anna was in her 70s, and I'm sure I probably asked a stupid question. I don't remember how I asked the question, in that her response was, "Oh, I just love doing stuff for Larry. It makes me so happy when I make him happy." And I said, "Well, my poor husband Joe doesn't get that exact same treatment. Sometimes I would like him to do stuff that makes me happy." But I mean, she could be in the kitchen putting on a 9 course meal. I'm not even exaggerating. And he would be in the other room and go, "Anna," she would drop and go. And he
Yeah.
wanted like the freaking scissors. Oh my God. Me being me, I'm just
They're
like
sitting next to him, right? They were sitting in the table next to him.
in the
Yeah.
little, and I'd be like, "Larry, ah, you know."
Yep.
But you know what?
That's how they were
She
raised.
that's how she was. That's just, yeah, that was her personality. She would literally meet me. I followed them. That we lived next to each other in the villa, and then we built houses, and we followed them as neighbors. She would call me once a week, once every 2 weeks. "Hey, Susan, you want to meet me at the fence? I made a pie for you guys." That literally, Mrs. Cleaver was my next door neighbor.
That's awesome. Oh my
It
gosh.
was, and I was not the same neighbor.
No. No, my mom was too. We always had every kid. My mom made enough food probably for 10 people every single day,
That's
and it
funny.
got eaten. And all the kids called them mom and dad. And, it's just, I lived in that same kind of environment. And
I
it was
want to go
amazing and
back for a
beautiful.
moment. Did you see Philip say that his mother put everything aside to send him to culinary?
Yes. And I asked him if he's still a chef now.
And I didn't see it. He hasn't
I
answered.
haven't got an
Okay.
answer yet.
Because we do cooking shows sometimes together and
You,
separate. I
we
don't
should do it
remember
all
where Philip
together.
is. If you're in the United States, we might have to do a cooking class with him.
There you go.
It
Or
would,
even if not, we could do it online because
well,
we
that's what I
could
mean. We could even do a Zoom and him
yeah, we
teach
could
us how to make
pre-plan and all
something.
get, he's been a chef for over 20 years.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
Philip, where do you live, Philip?
And apologies if you told us before, but we're old and we
Yeah.
forget shit. We do.
Oh, anyway,
Anyway,
while I don't know if there's some lag where it takes a minute, but
and
we
I
could,
do.
what we could do is he could give us a recipe, tell us all the ingredients. You and I could go get them, and we could literally have a cooking threesome.
Hey, there you go, Philip. You wanted the rid of
Philip,
the
you
husband.
could.
We'll have a threesome with you, and we'll be cooking up stuff. That's what you do when you're over 50. You make porn out of like simple stuff.
Oh my gosh, that
But that
is
would be so
porn.
fun. And he's like instructing us. We don't want any of the instructions. We just want to know all the ingredients slash,
No, we want the
utensils. And then he's
no.
going to be trying to tell us how to fix it. That
Yeah,
would be freaking
exactly.
awesome. Philip, we
Next you
would
do this.
love to do that
Next
with
do
you.
that. Oh my
Oh
gosh.
my God. That would be so fun. I'm sure we would make him crazy. Like, ladies, like, why are you doing that? I didn't do that yet. Because sometimes I do like the mail food, the Hello Fresh, not mail MALE, but in the mail.
Oh,
And I get excited, I read it, but then I kind of get ahead of myself.
he's in Florida. Where
Wait a
in
minute, where are
Florida?
you in Florida? How did I not know this? Maybe he didn't tell us yet.
He probably doesn't want us crazy women to know where he lives.
Well,
I don't
okay,
blame
that's a
him.
good. Just maybe the city, not the address. I didn't mean the address.
Yeah.
But if you're close or even not, I'm getting ready to go to the west side of Florida in September. I'll come to your restaurant.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Now he's just gonna like go off light and be like, "Oh God,
He's like, oh
stalker!
damn,
She's gonna stalk me! I gotta get
you've
off of
got
here."
it. You've got a handle. Set it on the table. Just don't look at me and keep going. Oh my gosh, my daughter. We have A collapsible is so cool. A collapsible foot bath. That you open it, set it down on the table first. Yes, you can. Bend your knees. You got it. You got it. Do it. You can do it. I know you can do it. He's
Oh,
in St.
St.
Pete.
Pete.
Oh, St. Pete's
Okay.
beautiful. You got it. Look at you go.
And only if you're comfortable do you want to share where you are a chef. Because Kathy actually wants to go to St. Pete. Is that I don't care where I go on the West Coast. I'm just buying Gulf shrimp to bring back. So
There
I
you go.
really don't care where. But she wants to go to St. Pete, and I told her, well, we can go straight across and then up a little north. I think I'm correct where I say St. Pete is. And I don't think I've been to St. Pete. I've been to Destin, Tampa, Fort Myers, Bradenton, Naples, yeah, la 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 la. But I don't think I've ever been to St. Pete.
I've been through St. Pete. I don't think we stopped at St. Pete. We went, I don't know.
Yeah.
I've been through St. Pete.
Well, maybe through, but yeah, if I haven't
Yeah.
stopped, then I don't. But that
Because
was,
isn't
oh my
St.
God,
Pete
how
on the
cool
way
would
up to
that be
Clearwater?
if he would be interested now. I know obviously it depends where he works and if they would want, but if nothing else, even catch him like on his break and be like, this is Philip. This is the guy that's always on our YouTube.
That
How
would be awesome.
fun.
No, but isn't St. Pete through when you go through Clearwater? You go to through St. Pete to go to Clearwater, or is it? Am I thinking the wrong
If I'm
thing?
thinking correctly, which may not be, I
Or
thought it was
close?
just north of Tampa.
Oh, north of Tampa, that far up.
Well, I said I'm thinking. I didn't say that. Again, you know what? I've got the desktop right behind me.
Oh, that's what I was just gonna say. I'm looking at it up too.
Beach.
St. Pete. Oh, that's St. Petersburg.
Well, isn't it? I think when he said St. Pete, I think he
Oh,
meant St.
probably,
Petersburg. Okay.
probably. So where's
Let's see
Clearwater?
here.
Yeah, it's
I got my map.
south of
Hold on
Tampa.
here.
Yep, you
Oh
have to
no,
go through
it's
St.
north
Pete to
or
go.
it's south of
It,
Tampa.
it's south. You do. You have to go through St. Petersburg to go to Clearwater because we went up to Clearwater, and I
Really?
remember going through. I have a friend that owns a beautiful home in St.
No.
Petersburg.
Well, yeah, I get. I mean, it depends. Clearwater is north of it. It's St. Pete is like out. It looks like Florida. That's so funny. It looks like it's got a little tail, and it's
Oh,
like
it does. Yeah, yeah.
or
You have to go
Italy.
over the bridge to get to St. Petersburg, or you can go all the
Okay.
way through Tampa and back around.
So I could
But
totally make a little diversion because I would be picking Kathy up in Port St. Lucie. And like I said,
yep,
she wants to go to St. Petersburg. So yeah,
yep.
he's near
He's
Clearwater.
yep. That's what I thought. We went up through to a
Okay.
zoo, a circus up there, and went to Clearwater and swam. It was beautiful. It's so beautiful.
Oh, that water.
I almost that's what hence the name, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
their
almost
water
moved there.
is absolutely. We went. I met my girlfriend Michelle. I drove over to Miramar Beach. So when she invited me to Miramar. So I Google Miramar, Florida, which there is one about an hour and a half south of me. And I'm like, cool. I was thinking, well, why isn't she staying with me? Um, and then the day I get ready to leave, which is Labor Day weekend, I'm leaving
Right,
on that Thursday. She sends a thing, and I'm like, oh, so I add the beach, which then made it about a 9 hour drive. So I called her back and I said, I'm going to be a little late. I thought I would be there in an hour and a half, and clearly I will not be because I'm not going to Miramar. I'm going to Miramar Beach.
yeah. Matt
So
lived
that's
in
why
Miramar Beach.
I thought, hey, and there might be a St. Pete and a St. Petersburg. We better make sure.
Yep.
Now I always ask, is that the full name of the city? Because I don't want that confusion in driving.
Oh
I
yeah,
would have flown into Tampa.
there's a Utah in Mississippi or in I don't know, Alabama, I think it is. So you know,
Oh, I definitely learned you want to ask what state because
yeah.
there's very common cities in all 50 states that you're like, oh, better make sure I'm in the right state when I'm telling you come visit or I'll come visit you. I know you probably had this happen when I lived in South Padre Island when I first moved there. All my friends from Indiana, hey, a lot of them traveled for work, and so they'd say, hey, I'm going to be in Houston. Is that close? No, no, it's not. And then Michelle with the God Kids one time, they were going to come down and stay with me over spring break. She's like, well, I got them to Houston. Can you pick them up? Like, well, I could. Danica, you're gone again. You're black and no sound. You have to be there because otherwise I wouldn't be on there. Maybe I would be on there. No, you invited me. Come back. There you are.
Yep.
What are you doing?
I don't know why. I got to figure out there's got to be a setting because I even put do not disturb on my phone, but still when a call comes in, it's doing that. I don't understand it.
Okay, now I can't even see your eyeballs. Can you adjust it just a little bit? I
Yeah,
don't
it's
mind not
doing.
seeing the top of your head, but I want to see your eye. There we go. Thank you. That'll work.
I gotta fix it. I had to finagle it up here because I have to tip it so far one direction.
Well, I'm
Oh,
gonna
what?
play with my tripod because I know it will hold my mini iPad
Oh,
because it used to hold the big one. Yeah.
do you know what's funny? Oh my God, I have a little desk tripod. Wow, maybe I could use that instead of this little damn thing that doesn't work right. There, better.
Well, so he worked at Hell's Kitchen and he had to slow down. Plus, he already mentioned he moved down for his mom, so he's at IHOP. Which, hello, is it an IHOP I love? That's like the it's not the Grand Slam. That's Denny's. What does IHOP call it? So, Philip, I'm going to tell you my favorite IHOP story ever, which is going to be a little bit embarrassing. So I'm from Indiana, and my father moved down to Pompano Beach, and my girlfriend Kim and I come to visit him. Well, in Indiana, they call it the International House of Pancakes. They didn't shorten it; they used the whole sign. So we come down here and we're looking through the paper, advertisements where to go eat, blah, blah, blah. And we pull up this thing and it's like, oh my God, bacon and blah, blah, blah for breakfast. And I'm like, Kim, we have got to go there. That's like us written all over. She's like, oh my God, that sounds so good. And it's called IHOP. So we get up the next morning and I'm like, Dad, we're going to take off. We're going to go to this place that looks amazing. It's called IHOP. He said, Susan, you've been there. As you were growing up as a kid. And I said, Dad, I've never been to IHOP. It's like, sweetheart, you have been to IHOP. Like, Dad, since I was like 5, because maybe I don't remember when I was little, but no, he's like, Susan, you went all the way through high school. We used to go there. I'm like, Dad. And I'm thinking,
Maybe
old
only a
man,
drop or two.
he is old and he is senile. I'm like, Dad, I've never been to IHOP. He's like, Susan, you have been to the International House of Pancakes. Well, you're right, Dad. I've been to the International House of Pancakes, but I've never been to IHOP.
That is funny, and we've never called it anything but IHOP. It's always
Yeah,
just been IHOP.
Indiana, no, it was always the whole, we never called it IHOP.
We don't. I don't have time to say that.
Well, I don't. I understand, but I don't know. I don't know why. Just like we had Waffle House, but we also had Waffle Steakhouse, and
Oh,
Waffle Steakhouse isn't anywhere else but Indiana, where Waffle
yeah,
Houses are all over.
everywhere.
Yeah,
Never heard of a waffle steakhouse. Yep.
Waffle
No,
Steakhouse.
I just mentioned to Philip. He said he had to change for his daughter and all the things. But you know what? That experience at Hill's Kitchen is absolutely ridiculously amazing. That's humongous. And you know what? I just moved from Florida, where I lived close to my beautiful Susan, and we got to do our podcast together because the work that I had there wasn't going the way I wanted it, and so I chose to come back to Texas, where my work uh, is more abundant, and I get to take care of my daughter and still do what I love. And so I think that's beautiful. We all take steps, and it's never backwards. It's never less than. It's never anything other than taking a step towards doing what you need to do in that moment for your life to make it better. And I think that's fantastic.
Well, and I don't compare. I don't care if you're in a taco truck,
Yeah.
which I'm going to say is probably basic because you just don't have a restaurant platform. So I don't mean that in a bad way, taco people, because I
Oh
love my
God, no.
taco trucks.
Oh
And when I
yeah.
say taco trucks, it doesn't necessarily mean tacos. It's just you're in a truck.
Food truck.
Um, anybody that's ever worked in that capacity, which is not most people, it's tough.
Tough.
It is
Hardest
tough.
industry
And
ever.
it doesn't matter what the name of the restaurant is, and it doesn't matter whether it's a 1 star or a 5 star, you still are working your ass off. You
Yep.
have a lot to put together. And I'll base this on Waffle House that I always thought, oh my God, how do those cooks do it? I'm sitting there and they're like, double, 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 double. And those chefs, they have nothing written down for them. And I'm thinking, somebody told me it's by how they do the dishes.
Well, yeah,
Is-
they place a jalapeno or a cheese or whatever, so they know exactly what they need. It's
Yeah.
so cool.
But
They have code, secret code.
they still amaze me. When I go to a
Yeah,
Waffle House to this day, I'm like,
I know.
the hell do they do?
Emerald still hasn't been to one. I need to take her to Waffle House. She'll get a kick out of it.
Well, fortunately, unfortunately, there's one up close to Port St. Lucie. So when my sister comes, she always wants to go to Waffle House. And it's halfway between where her friends are. So they meet us there. And I
Oh,
get
cool.
my cheesy grits with a fried egg on top. Yum. But now, in the last 2 years, they have the bowls. So it's a bowl of grits with bacon and cheese and egg, and you can add whatever else you want, which is what I always made anyway. So, oh my God, it is definitely clog your artery meal, but once in a while,
Awesome.
you have to do that.
We used to
Yeah.
make those at 3 o'clock in the morning after our band got out at the It's the Grand. We'd all get up there and we'd make grit bowls, and we did bacon and eggs and grits
Oh,
and booze, of course.
I'm craving. I might have that for dinner because you
Jack
mentioned the word
Daniels
grits, and it's
or
like, oh,
whatever.
grits. I like grits. Yeah. That's my
Yep.
comfort food. It's not
Oh, I
quite my
love
prison
grits.
food, but if they don't have fried chicken and mashed potatoes and green beans in prison, then I will go for the grits and
I
eggs in
want
there.
grits.
It's my second
Yep.
prison meal. All
Well,
right,
we'll get
now I gotta
along well
think.
in prison.
We went totally off our topic, but not kind of, but in a way, but we always
Nope.
do, don't we?
And
We
we've
always
also gone for 45 minutes, so we probably should let everybody go. We have
we
been
always
having
end
so
up
much
with
fun,
what the
though.
fuck was our topic?
I
I
don't
mean,
know. I don't know, but we had fun. So I don't know. That's maybe what I'll name this episode. What the fuck was our topic?
I swear that I think that's the name of most of our. We always we started out, and then what the fuck was our topic by the end? But you know what? That's how we do it.
Exactly.
We just have fun. We want our people to have fun. My
Yes.
dog doesn't have fun though. She always just I don't know what it is about podcast. It drives her
She hates
insane.
him. I
She
know.
hates them, and I don't
Well,
know if it's the
well, it's
person.
because I get your attention and she doesn't.
Well, that is a big part of it. Yeah,
Yes.
for sure. And I just wonder if she hears that voice and is like, "Where's that person? That
I don't
person
know.
is."
Maybe freaks her out.
So
I love you.
I cannot get her videoed. One of these days I'm going to capture it. I'm going to capture it, even if I have to like let a video run for 3 hours. This dog is hysterical. Come on, if you want up here, just don't
Come and
sit
see
and
Aunt
whine.
Danica. Put her up here so she
No,
can see
I
me.
just want to sit down and bitch. I don't want to get up here.
Of course.
Courtney's pug did this. Never seen another dog do it. Not only does she bark at animals on TV, I mean dogs, she barks at any animal. How the hell does she know it's an animal?
Because they're
That's
smart.
what blows my. And Kong did the same thing. It could be a giraffe. It could be an elephant. What? It doesn't matter. If
Yeah.
it's an animal, she barks at them, and I'm like, okay, that's a little creepy on one hand.
Well, I have a cat. I have a cat that would look at the computer or the TV and look at the animal and then go around the backside to try to find it.
I love that.
And they
That
and
is
they
so
do
cute.
this on the screen
Yeah, I've
like
seen her do
hello, hello,
that.
hello, and then they walk around and they look and come back and look. It
You
was
saw my
awesome.
Facebook I sent the other day where somebody did a bunch of dogs and cats doing, attacking each other. And I'm telling you, and now, once you like those things, you get bombarded with them. I sit and just chuckle, chuckle, chuckle. Oh, Philip, we love you. Thank you. Danica, I think we need to send Philip a gift.
I think so too. You have been our number one, absolute number
And
one
you
live contributor, commenter,
what's the
supporter.
word?
So
Interact with us. You interact with us, and we love that. We love interaction. I've got to
yes,
let Carla DeFrance know when we're on because I know she would do that. So our options at the moment, we have koozies, which Danica, you need to stop by South Padre Island Chamber of Commerce. Diana has a whole bag for you.
I know. I keep
I know you
forgetting.
need
I
one.
think
No, it just happened. No, they were at my. I'm glad you didn't go. They were at my office, but anyway, receptionist sent them with Diana. They're at the chamber now.
oh, they're
So
changing now.
perfect.
Oh, okay, good, good,
Yeah,
good.
they're at the
Okay,
chamber now. So
perfect.
Diana has them.
Okay,
But you can do. We have koozies. We
yep,
have fans, which your wife might like, or even your baby might like to cool off over there in St. Pete right now in August.
yes,
And we have our jar grips.
yes,
So I know, Philip, you're not old yet, but someday you'll understand the jar grip. But AKA can also be a mouse pad. So you let us
yes.
know.
Frisbee.
We clearly don't want you to put your address on YouTube. So DM us or whatever, however means you want to get to us that the rest of the public doesn't know. You send us your mailing address and we're going to send you a thank you gift. Only if
Yes,
you promise we want to see a picture with
with it.
you after you open it. So yeah,
You
we'll
will.
do that.
You will. I know you'll do
So
it. Well, we
cool.
love you too, Phil. Thank you guys, and thank you. We've had up to like I think we had 1.12 people watching us for a minute. So thank you, what the
We
50s
had what?
family. I think we had like 12 people watching us at
Oh,
one moment, at
I
one
thought
point.
he
So
said 1.2.
yeah,
Oh,
but
well,
yeah,
he's not married. Did not know that, Philip. But if you have an auntie, if you get the fan, but I'm going to tell you what, it doesn't matter the age. When you
oh,
live in an area that's warm, it is very lightweight. Do I have one? I normally have one like laying around.
I don't
David, do
know.
you have one close you can pull out? Damn it.
I'm
Anyway, we'll do it
thinking,
on the next one. We'll show you.
yeah,
But it's lightweight. I was getting ready to say you could stick it in your bra. Well, that would be fun, Philip, if you stuck it in your bra. Um, but you can, put it in your pocket, whatever. But you go to concerts and you get hot. Girls,
yep,
as you can see, the dog's here. Look at this. This is what I'm
yep.
dealing with right now.
Hi guys, I love you.
Yeah,
Yep,
Raina's
they're
like,
ready. They're
Mom,
ready.
we want you to go. This is normally when I eat dinner. So she wants me to go eat so she can have a snack. This is what
Yep.
this is. You are so spoiled. Oh my God, you're spoiled. Okay, I know we have to get off here. And I'll talk to you soon, Chica, on a Zoom, I'm assuming.
Yes,
We'll
yes,
just
yes. I'll
see.
Zoom you. And Philip, again,
Okay.
thank you everybody that watched today. We love you so much.
Everybody, thank you, thank
Please,
you, thank you.
please share with all your friends and family because
Share, like, give us recommendations. We'll try to stay on topic. As you can see, we get challenged with that,
yes, we do.
but we
But you know
try.
what? But we have fun. And if you have a topic you want us to talk about, we really do have those moments where we can focus and talk about a specific topic. And we do. We have
Okay,
a time or two.
we have a time or two. Okay, we
We
have.
have.
Yes, I
But
agree.
either way, all we do is have fun. So,
That's what
Philip
it's.
and your
We
cute
make
kitty,
fun of being older, and then you know what? It's okay.
it's
It's
yeah, it's
okay.
that's what life is about. All right, but Philip has a pit bull. I love them. My best friend has a pit bull named Phoenix. It's one of my favorite dogs on the planet. So, Philip, thank you again. Please, send us a message for your address. We'll send you a prize, and we love you guys. We will see you
Love you
next time.
guys. Thanks for hanging with us.
Bye.
Bye. All right,